How old should a child be before they get a cell phone? Great question. Let's talk about it. We're trying to balance several things here at the same time. One is we're trying to balance the child wants a cell phone, desires a cell phone, longs for a cell phone, and they want to use it for connecting to people, playing games, and just being socially connected. Sometimes they need it for a variety of different reasons, and so they want a cell phone. And we're trying to balance that with the issues that have to do with time and accessing it and being appropriate and all those kinds of things. One of the good ideas I saw recently that I really liked is that a child can get a cell phone when they can afford to pay for it. Well, that's one good idea. And the reason it's a good idea is because it balances responsibility with privilege. You want to have a privilege, you need to have the responsibility as well. And so that becomes an important dynamic here that we're trying to help children accomplish. Now, you can afford a $100 cell phone if you want a flip phone or some pay-as-you-go cell phone or something. But if you want a fancy cell phone, a smartphone, then it's going to cost you several $100s. So that helps maybe in the development of the idea. But also there's this idea that sometimes parents have that drive them to get their children a cell phone, that, oh, it's a safety issue. My child needs to be, I need to know where my child is at all times, or I need my child to be able to contact me. We've gone centuries without that, but if that's something that's really important, you need to evaluate, is that safety issue something that is relevant here in my home? Not only that I want to have my child connected, but there's all kinds of safety issues associated with having a cell phone that become dangerous for children because they access things they shouldn't be accessing. So measure that carefully. I think this is a very important decision, and usually there's a process of allowing a child to have a cell phone and then pulling it back. Even if a child pays for a cell phone, doesn't mean it's theirs forever and that they have unlimited use just because they paid for it. They live in a family, and your job as parents, and you can tell them this, my job as a dad or mom is to help you manage that in a responsible manner. So if you're not doing the right thing with a cell phone, then we're going to have to check it. And there's going to be several areas that we're going to check. One is we're going to make sure that you're not using it past the times associated that we have cell phone use. You're not using it during mealtime or when you're supposed to be sleeping and so on. Secondly, we're not using it at times when more time than is allotted for you. There's only a certain amount of cell phone time that you have access to. Or maybe another thing is who you're accessing and who you're talking to. We're going to measure that and manage that as well, and also the content that you're looking at. So those four things become very important considerations as you're trying to monitor the cell phone. And children need accountability, because accountability builds character. Accountability helps children develop a sense of conscience, internal motivation. All of this becomes a great dialogue with kids about cell phone use and its appropriateness in a family. So consider those things as you're working with your child to decide when a cell phone is going to be appropriate for this particular child.